I have a vested interest in Compton, and I believe that we can get the same kinds of things that other communities have. It's just a matter of bringing people together. And people are resourceful.
How do you bring people together?
One of the things is, like this event, we share with, I meet with the group when we had our planning meetings initially to do this, and ask them to get the word out. Then I solicit people from the team to be my liaison, because basically what I become a part of the group that works.
Yeah.
I just come in and start helping, and the team already organizes everything. And it empowers others, and that's one of the things I enjoy doing, empowering people to actually, so I can be removed. And they can then continue. That's the overall outcome that I'd like to see from the services that we provide, to empower those that we serve so they can too begin to do the same things and help others, and then they become empowered and help others to become empowered.
Wow, so basically it's a sharing and then empowering, and then empowering people to empower other people.
Exactly.
And that's just grow it bigger and bigger.
It's called self-sufficiency.
Self-sufficiency. What are a few suggestions you want to give for people who are starting to follow their passion, or starting their business or their organization, their service? What are a few lessons you've learned, you want to pass on to people?
One is to believe in yourself. To believe that with a power greater than us, you can do it. Yes, there are barriers. You're going to be told no, but no for me doesn't mean no. Because if someone tells me no, there's somebody else who hears it will say yes. And I just believe that. You have to have faith in yourself and to believe that what you're doing is the right thing to do. And that's a purpose that each of us has. And each of us has a purpose, and to fulfill one's purpose.
So what do you envision the next step for Champion of a Caring Connection? What's the bigger picture?
The bigger picture is to enhance what we're doing. My thing is not always starting new projects, but to enhance what you already have in place. So right now we have 2 sites that we do the food. Eventually I'd like to see us being able to do it at other sites and to do it every week. Right now we're just doing it bi-monthly to enhance that. And then in working with families, because many of the families I work with have emotional issues as a result of their personal situations and the moving around, the high mobility, not having a permanent place to stay. My passion with that piece has to deal with the children. I'm still promoting, working with agencies to provide some support, emotional, mental support to that population.
So is there like a moment of your life, you know, this is why you're doing it?
I guess if I were to reflect, one of the things, my mom passed away when I was 15. And I felt just like some of the children who are homeless. I felt very abandoned, even though my mother had a medical issue. But I felt abandoned. And the embracing of my brother, who actually became a surrogate parent for my sister and me, then my grandmother, then my other parents, and my teachers, all of the people who embraced me, I never forgot. And then what I do now was not something I had thought I would ever do, because I started out in fine arts background. I was a music teacher. But one of my principals used to always tell me, but you act more like a counselor. And I would always provide counseling to my students and their families, and then I did it officially, became an official counselor. And seemingly every time a new responsibility was presented to me, it was in the area of health and human services, mainly the human services piece. And so finally I said, you know what? This is me. I found out what I really, really love. I love the arts because I integrate it, but really making a difference with people, to empower them. And so, yes, I identified years ago, this is who I am. This is my purpose, and with my support that I get from my divine intervention, I'm very spiritual, and I know that things will happen. And He places angels and people in our lives to make it happen. And I believe that.
Beautiful.
So again,
Thank you so much. Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you for the work you have done in the community, and thank you for sharing with our people.